Welcome to this special online introduction to The Journey to Venice by Björg Vik. It's translated by Janet Garton and directed by Wiebke Green. Winning the Norwegian Ibsen Prize in 1992 and televised in 1993, this modern Norwegian classic has been staged in Norway, Germany, the Czech Republic and Denmark, and now receives its long overdue UK premiere at the multi-award-winning Finborough Theatre. The Journey to Venice is a celebration of ageing, fantasy, love and the sacrifices we make to keep on living. Edith and Oscar Tellman have been together since before they can remember. When their family life took a devastating turn, the couple found solace in travel and adventure. Now well into their 80s, stuck in a drab, damp flat, surrounded by cats, books, memories and leaking pipes, the couple invent new ways to travel together. For this production, the intimate Finborough has 2 rows of bench seats either side of a rectangular stage, the Tellmans' bleakly cluttered living room. A drab fawn carpet covers the floor, grimy and stained, it's strewn with crumbs. To one end, by the front door through which we came, is a bent wood coat stand with various waterproofs hanging on it, and pairs of boots beneath. A little further along the wall is a dark wood shelving unit, its 4 shelves stuffed with papers, books, photographs and knickknacks. On top is a pot plant flanked by 2 silver candlesticks, both used as weights to hold down more pieces of paper. At the other end of the room, an old fawn armchair stands against a pale painted wall. It's softened with cushions and a crocheted blanket. A standard lamp in the corner behind it has a wooden stem and a tatty fringed shade. A low table beside the chair has its top completely covered with more papers, sheet music and envelopes. A phone is somewhere buried beneath, and a large reel-to-reel tape machine is plonked on top. In the centre of the space closer to the front door than the armchair is a small square wooden table with 2 kitchen chairs. Like all the other surfaces, it's covered in sheet music, papers and postcards. A small film projector perches on one corner, facing the pale wall behind the armchair. Edith comes in through the front door and, taking off her coat, hangs it on the coat stand. A slender woman in her 80s, Edith is neat and well presented, with short grey hair parted one side and cut in at the neck. The smooth skin of her face is subtly made up with eyeshadow, blusher and dark lipstick, and her ears decorated with small pearls. She wears brown woolen trousers and a dark shiny blouse patterned in brown, silver and gold. Over this is an orange tank top. A bead necklace is worn outside her shirt. As she arrives home, she exchanges her outdoor shoes for a pair of moccasins. Sitting on a chair by the table, she opens some letters, clearly unpaid bills. Tucking these away amongst the other papers on the table, she turns on the projector. The machine whirs as she watches silent footage projected onto the wall. A man standing in the sea, his form silhouetted by the sun glinting off the waves. A field full of pink flowers with a cat stalking through them. A lake fringed by mountains, and finally a single bird, its form glowing slightly against a blue-grey sky. Oscar bursts into the room from the kitchen, a rolled newspaper in his hand as he swats at flies. Also in his 80s, Oscar is of medium height but slightly stooped at the shoulders. He has an unkempt mop of grey hair, a grizzled grey beard, and dark eyebrows hinting at the colour his hair used to be. His check shirt is untucked and open at the neck. Over it is a knitted charcoal waistcoat. He has shapeless dark trousers and tartan slippers. The 2 of them go on a journey when she gives him your things, a bottle green waterproof, navy woolen hat, black boots and a small rucksack. She dons a bright turquoise waterproof and matching hat. Putting 2 seats opposite each other, they create a train carriage, squeeze in and consult a map as the projector plays their journey, past rows of houses to open streets and then snow-covered trees. The soundtrack to the journey is played on the reel-to-reel. Once disembarked from the train, they enter a landscape of make-believe. Into this world come two strangers. First, a plumber, Carlson. He's in his late 20s or early 30s, with short brown hair and stubble. He wears blue work overalls and carries a tool bag. Once at work, he folds the top of his overalls down, revealing a white t-shirt and gold neck chain. His muscular arms are decorated with tattoos. A little uncomfortable at first, he soon relaxes, his face opening in a wide smile. The other visitor is home help Vivian, also in her late 20s. Her long blonde hair is centre-parted, scraped back behind her ears, and tied in a messy ponytail. She has bright eyes, a nose piercing, and a wide, slightly manic smile. She wears a green-ribbed, close-fitting top over pale jeans, a wide black belt around her waist, and black Converse on her feet. Petite in size, she makes a big impression with her enthusiasm, which occasionally escalates into clumsiness as she tries to clean the place up. Edith and Oscar's journey to Venice brings them to a restaurant, for which they clear the small table and cover it in a check cloth. Both wear wide-brimmed straw hats, as Edith brings a bottle of Chianti and 2 glasses, then a tray of food, and they take turns at being the waiter and the guest. Edith Tellman is played by Annabelle Leventon. Oscar Tellman is Tim Hardy. Carlson is Nathan Welsh and Vivian Charlotte Beaumont. Directed by Wiebke Green, the play is presented by Anarchy Division in association with Neil Macpherson for the Finborough Theatre and is supported by the Anglo-Norse Society. The show runs for 75 minutes with no interval. This introduction is brought to you by Andrew Holland as part of an Audio Description Association pilot to make stage productions accessible where a full audio described performance is not available.